Hello friends. In previous lecture we will discuss about the PLC. As we discussed that the PLCs are commonly used to replace the hardware relay logic as well as it will save the cost. Today we will discuss additional benefits of using a PLC. The most commonly called benefit is it will increase the reliability. How the PLC will increase the reliability? Once the program has been written and tested, it can be easily downloaded to other PLC. Since the logic is contained in the PLC memory, there is no chance of making a logic wiring error. The program takes the place of much of the external wiring that would normally be required for the control of a process. Hard wiring, though still required to connect the field devices, is less intensive. PLC also offer reliability associated with the solid state component. Okay, as if you are going to use the hardware logic, so it will require a lot of things. Okay, but in case of PLC we are going to build the logic in the form of program and we will download that program into the PLC memory and we have tested it, so there are very less chances of error. Okay, so it will increase the reliability. And once the PLC logic is means when the program logic is there, okay, no one can change the program logic without the authentication. Okay, so that chances of reliability will go on increasing. In case of hardware, someone make changes the connection, but in case of logic, programmable logic, it is quite difficult for them. Next is the more flexibility. It is easier to create and change a program in PLC than to wire and rewire a circuit. With a PLC, the relationship between input and outputs are determined by the user instead of the manner of which they are connected. Original equipment manufacturer can provide system updates by simply sending out a new program. End user can modify the program in field, or if desired, security can be provided by hardware features such as key lock and other software password. Okay, so it will provide you the more flexibility. In what sense it will provide the more flexibility? If we want to make certain changes in your existing system, so at that time, if you are using a relay wire system, so we need to rewire the complete panel, and it is a time consuming process and quite difficult process. Instead of that, if you are going to use a PLC based system, we need to simply change the program logic. Okay, means some we need to simply make some changes in the logic of a program, and you can download that program into the PLC, and your PLC will work for the new system or upgraded system. So that flexibility is possible, and this flexibility also required very less time. How it will require the less time? Your PLC based system is running on, you're testing the program on your personal computer or your laptop. You will make the changes, you can simulate it, and once you are satisfied, then you can download into the PLC, and the time required for downloading the program into the PLC is not more than few seconds, so the downtime is very less. Next is the lower cost. PLCs were originally designed to replace the relay control logic, and the cost saving have been so significant that relay control is becoming obsolete except for power application. Generally, if an application has more than about half dozen control relay, it will probably less expensive to install a PLC. Okay, now in the initial days, we are going to use the relay logic, and it requires hundreds and thousands of relays, timers, and all these things. If you are going to compare the cost of that relay logic with respect to the cost of the PLC, the cost of PLC for large or medium system is comparatively very less. So we can say that the cost of implementation of the PLC based automation is less in the medium scale industry and large scale industry as compared to the cost of hardware logic. But if it is a small system with only few relays, then definitely the cost of PLC will be more. Okay. Next one is the communication capability. A PLC can communicate with other controller or computer equipment to perform such function as supervisory control, data gathering, monitoring devices, process parameter, and download or upload the program. So PLC have the communication capability. We can connect two PLCs or PLC with the computer by using Ethernet port. Various types of communication modules are there. Nowadays wireless communication is also available in the PLC. Now why communication is required? So communication is required for supervisory control. To control the various equipments, I need the communication. To control the data, I can gather the data, monitor the devices. For that purpose, communication is required, and for changing certain process parameters, I require the communication. PLCs have faster response time. The PLCs are designed for high speed and real time application. The programmable controller operate in real time, which means that an event taking place in the field will result the execution of an operation or output. Machine that process thousands of atoms per second, an object that spend only a fraction of second in front of the sensor requires PLC's quick response capability. That response time of a PLC is in microsecond. Okay, but what happened to actuate the in output devices? We require the time in millisecond or tenth few fraction of the second. Okay, so basically what happened? There are thousands of sensors which are connected to the machines. Those sensors are continuously taking the signals from the machines and they are giving the signals to the PLC. PLC has to process that signal, execute the program and give the output. So for that purpose, processing and getting the thousands of or hundreds and to thousands of the signals, it requires the very fast response time. So PLCs are basically designed with the very fast response time, and the most important thing is that they are working in the real time manner. Real time means what? At the moment what is going on, that signal should be come to the PLC. There is no lag. Means there is no delay between the input and signal coming to the PLC. It will instantly signal will come to the PLC. The delay is in microsecond or less than microsecond. The next one, easier to troubleshoot. PLCs have resident diagnostic and override functions that allows the user to easily trace and correct the software and hardware problem. To find and fix problem, user can display the control program on monitor and watch it in the real time as it execute. So basically what happened in case of PLC, the troubleshooting is comparatively easy, as for on each input and output module they have given the dedicated LED to check the status of the input and output. If the input is available, the LED is on. That is called as the status LED. And if output is available, the status LED is on. Okay, so we can check the program. For this input, my output is available or not. If you know the logic, then you can easily troubleshoot. If that particular output status LED is not available, then you can say that there is a problem into the input devices or there may be a problem into the output devices. If the particular input is not available and signal is coming from the machine and status indicator does not show you the input, so you can replace the sensor. In case of output module, if your status output LED is glowing but the output device does not actuated, then you can replace the device or you can certain do the corrective action measure, take the corrective measure to just check your output.